Namo Namaha Sarvebhyah. A bowing greetings to each one of my viewers in this channel of Holistic Health with Dr. Deb. I wish from the very bottom of my heart, each one of you, a very auspicious, a sacred beginning to this Gregorian calendar, the English calendar of 1st January. Today, it also happens to be the Kalpataru Utsav, the Kalpataru celebrations, where the Yugavatar Bhagavan Sri Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Dev assumed the form of the Kalpataru, the desired tree, where he generously blessed each one of us, the mortal beings, that may we have consciousness, may we be blessed with consciousness. In Bengali, he mentioned, Tomade you have conscious, blessed with consciousness, meaning understanding what is our true nature, truest form, what is our truest identity. So right now, I am immensely pleased to conduct, finally getting an opportunity to conduct this live session from none other than the city of liberation, Varanasi, Kashi Dham. And after a very auspicious, sacred, fulfilling day of having the darshan of Bhagavan Vishwanath ji, Kashi Vishwanath ji, and later on in the day to Mata Annapurna Devi ji, I have been able to find this time to connect with you all and conduct this session, which my intention was to hold yesterday on the transition of the 31st December and 1st January, but for certain specific reasons, it didn't happen. But I am immensely pleased that I have been able to be here with you all today in this session. And I thought it will be a wonderful way, a very conscious way of beginning our new year, beginning our the very first day of the year with some austere practices. Some austere practices in yogic terms. It's called tapas. Tapas is called the austere practices, intense practices. Now, there are many forms of tapasyā, many forms of austere practices that one can perform on the path of yoga, on the path of spiritual living. But in this particular instance, I am talking about the conscious path, the austere practice of japa, japa meditation. Now, what is japa? Japa means muttering some sacred mantras. Muttering meaning pronouncing it in a very mild, audible way, not necessarily very loudly or so, but repeating it consciously for a specific number of times. So that is called japa. And in one's spiritual practice, many people can find their own japa mantras depending on what their resolution is, what their purpose is. Now, for this particular live session, I chose one of the most popular Vedic chanting from none other than the Rgveda, the most ancient spiritual scripture that exists on this planet, Rgveda, and that is the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. So I thought it will be wonderful to begin this very first day of the year to participate as a community, to start this new year as a community of the japa meditation of 108 times of the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Now, please note that it is completely okay, completely fine if you are not familiar with the mantra per se, as long as you have the intention to listen to the sacred sound vibrations, to listen to the mantra chanting, and your presence, and you are allowing this mantra to give you a sound bath experience, as if it's giving every cell of our body a spiritual bath, a spiritual cleansing. As long as you are with that intention, then this will work. This japa meditation will work for you and for your sadhana. So, this session is not to teach you the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, how to chant it, but since it will be 108 times of chanting of Mahamrityunjaya mantra, I I thought it would be nice to at least introduce you to the wordings, to the meaning of it, to where it comes from, to briefly discuss the source of it, and of course, slowly chant it for a couple of times before we actually begin the 108 times repetition. Okay, so as you know that in any Vedic spiritual practices, in any Vedic spiritual in any Vedic rituals, the rituals start with the invocation chant of Lord Ganesha. Ganesha is called the Siddhidata, the Vigna Nashak, means one who dispels all obstacles for us. So, since we are partaking an austere practice, a tapasyā of 108 times of japa meditation, we need to seek blessings from the divine so that our venture is free of obstacle obstacles. So for that, we would first seek blessings from Lord Ganesha, and for doing that, I will chant yet another Rigvedic mantra to invoke the blessings of Lord Ganesha, and that is from Rgveda, Mandala 2. There are 10 mandalas in which the Rigvedic 10,552 mantras or so have been divided. And this is from the second mandala out of 10, 23rd Suktam, and the first mantra. So 2.23.1, which is where I will be chanting the invocation mantra of Lord Ganesha first, and then we will move on to our tapasyā, to our austere practice of japa meditation of Mahamrityunjaya mantra, corresponding to the energy of Lord Shiva for 108 times. Okay, so please be prepared wherever you are. If you can set aside the next coming few minutes, 20, 30, however minutes we might take, for this particular conscious practice, beginning our day, beginning our year rather, another cycle around the sun, with some sort of discipline, some sort of consciousness, conscious choice, because you could have doing anything else at this moment, but you are choosing to be present here with me, with these mantras, to give a cellular refreshment, a cellular bath for your pran shakti to get revitalized on the very first day of the year, calendar year. So get situated wherever you are with a comfortably vertical spine. Make sure your shoulders and your belly both are relaxed. You can place your right palm over the left and you can put it at the center of your lap, and you can make sure that you are first relaxing all parts of the body, specifically the shoulders and the belly, and your spine. You're first making your spine comfortably erect in a vertical position. Your head, neck, and spine will be in one line. Slightly tuck your chin towards the chest so your back of the neck gets elongated. All right? And make sure that you are at ease. You are not straining to even sit. Okay? Or wherever, if you are sitting on a chair, make sure your back is straight and your feet are planted firmly on the ground, both feet, and your legs are 90-degree perpendicular with the ground. Okay? And make sure that we are following the qualities of yogasana, which are, as Maharshi Patanjali describes, sthira sukham asanam. Sthiram and sukham are the two qualities of asana. Asana means physical posture of yoga. Sthira means stable. Sukha means easeful. There is no strain. We are not fighting against ourselves even to be in the posture. It's not like that. Okay. So make sure that you are having the posture of sthira and sukha, means stable and easeful, and you are bringing your attention to your in breath and your out breath, right? The in breath and the out breath, focusing your attention in the air that is coming in through your nostrils, and as you exhale, the warm air coming out through your nostrils. We are preparing ourselves for this japa meditation. Since it will be 108 times, we need to prepare for this. So this is the preparatory round going on. For those of you who are joining in recently, I welcome you cordially all to this japa meditation new year satsang of Mahamrityunjaya mantra. And we are preparing now our body mind system for this 108 times of japa meditation of the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Okay, first we will chant the Ganesha invocation chant from Rgveda. Then we will move on to the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Now, as you are ready in this normal posture, in your regular posture, you can deepen your breath, transitioning from normal breathing to deep breathing, conscious breathing. As you inhale, deep, long, smooth, your belly goes out all the way up. Draw the inhale up along the spine, out through the crown of the head, above and beyond. Pause at the peak. Exhale. The belly comes towards the spine. Deep, long, smooth. Exhalation is longer than the inhalation, okay? Release the air completely out of your lungs and belly comes flattened along the towards the spine. Next two rounds, I will assist you with the counting of the breathing. So inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly goes out. Pause. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Let's try 8 counts exhale, okay? Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. One more time. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Very good. That was a preparatory round to have a little bit of essence of the pranayama, the expansion of the breath, before we move on to the japa repetition of Mahamrityunjaya mantra 108 times, and it will be non-stop, right? So we do need some preparation, just like for any tapasyā, any austere practices. We need some sort of preparation. Here also we need some preparation of our vital life force or breath or prana. Okay, now we will next move on to chanting of Om 3 times. Maharshi Patanjali describes the sound Om as the way to address Ishvara, the Supreme Being. And he mentions in chapter 1, I believe in Sutra 27, he mentions, Maharshi Patanjali mentions in Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, Tasya Vachakaha Pranavaha. His Vachak means way to address is Pranavaha. Pranavaha is the sound Om. So just like we call somebody, hey, and then we say the name, hello, and then we say the name. How to address Ishvara, how to connect Ishvara, how to address him is the sound Om. So here we will be having an austere practice and tapasyā of japa meditation to seek the divine intervention, to seek the divine blessings. So we need to address correctly, right? So the addressing will be with the help of the sound Om. So 3 times we will chant the sound Om in our exhale, of course. So see if you can elongate the sound as long as possible. And I will not go into the details Om chanting meditation because it might be another live session on another occasion. But just try to make sure that you are chanting the Om in 3 parts as I will show one more time. So three sounds. They are all blended together, but there will be 3 parts of it, and each part can have equal duration. Okay, each part can have equal duration. Just a very quick note: the A sound can come from your navel part, the area around the navel. The U sound can come from your throat, from your chest and your throat part, and Ma, the M sound, will finish in the lips, and then there will be a pause, a silence. So A, U, silence. 4 component chanting is Om. A, U, silence. What does it correspond to? What are the meanings of this? Why 4 components? Does it really mean anything? All of that will be, let's defer it. Let's wait for another live session for just the meaning of this Om chant, and we will practice it as a japa meditation separately. But for today, we will chant Om 3 times just as our preparation to connect with the divine, right? And after the 3 Om chants, we will move on to Lord Ganesha chant, invocation chant, to seek blessings, to remove all the obstacles for today's japa meditation. Okay? So sitting up straight again, inhaling deep, long, smooth. Belly goes out. Pause at the peak. Exhale. Two more times. I just want to add here that make sure that silence can have equal duration for these 4 parts. Okay. Again, inhaling deep, long, smooth. All the way up. Pause at the peak. Exhale. One more time. Aum. Okay, Om. Inhale deep, long, smooth. Pause at the peak. Exhale. And release, relax. So we chanted the Pranavaha sound, Om. Now we move on to seek blessings from the Lord Ganesha. As in any Vedic ritual, we begin with invoking Lord Ganesha to remove all the obstacles from our sojourn, from our journey. Just listen to this mantra. If you know this mantra, you can chant along with me. If you are not familiar with this Vedic chant, this is from Rgveda, second mandala, 23rd Sukta, Suktam, mantra 1. So 2.23.1 from Rgveda. गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् महागणपतये नमः. Mahaganapataye Namaha. So we are seeking blessings from the Mahaganapati. I will chant it one more time just for our ears to get familiar with this very, very popular mantra of Lord Ganesha. Om Ganānaṁ Tva Gaṇapatigum Havāmahe Kavim Kavīnāmupamashravastamam Jyeshthārajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannotibhisidhasadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha. Let's do one more time. One more time of Lord Ganesha chanting. Okay. Om Ganānaṁ Tva Gaṇapatigum Havāmahe Kavim Kavīnāmupamashravastamam Jyeshthārajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannotibhiः Sidhasadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha. So we just right now sought blessings from Lord Ganesha. As we move on to the main part of this evening's live session, which is an austere practice, a tapasyā of Japa meditating, Japa meditation of Mahamrityunjaya mantra. And I hope you saw the event thumbnail for this live. We are gonna chant it 108 times. It will take about, I think, anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. I believe I have not kept account for this. I have not logged the time, but usually it will be about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. And what a wonderful way to begin our year 2025. May this year bring us lot of prosperity, lot of well-being, lot of holistic health, lot of resilience, lot of purpose. And for that we need for that we need austere, sincere discipline, sincere practice, right? Some sort of tapasya we need. Things does not come to us. Things does not come to us as it is. We need to strive for it, right? So this discipline that we are partaking in today on January 1st, 2025, this will mark the beginning of a year which will be filled with discipline, resolution, hard work, sincere work, and conscious choice. Because, as I mentioned, you could have been doing anything else at this point, but you chose to be here, giving your cellular memory, giving each cell a prana bath with the sacred sound vibrations of this ancient yet very modern Rigvedic mantra chantings. So, I will now introduce you to the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. And as I mentioned before, this mantra is also from Rgveda. It is from the seventh mandala, 59th suktam, 12th mantra, 7.59.12 is this Mahamrityunjaya mantra. What energy does it correspond to? This mantra corresponds to the energy of, can you guess? The energy of who corresponds to the dissolution, destruction, transformation, Lord Shiva. And we are seeking to Lord Shiva. I will mention what exactly we are seeking, what exactly we are chanting for. And you will understand then we chose, why this particular mantra was chosen for our Japa meditation. And also, guys, since I am sitting right now live in Benares, Kashi, Varanasi, right now, the current name is Varanasi, right? Kashi was the previous name. Since I'm sitting here and I just have been having darshan of the Jyotirlingam Kashi Vishwanathji for the last 3 days or so. So 30, 31st, first, yeah, last 3 days consecutively having darshan. So I thought, what a blessing it could be to have this japa meditation on Mahamrityunjaya mantra. So the mantra lyrics, I will first read out the lyrics without chanting. Then I will explain the meaning of this, and then I will chant it couple of times in a slow tempo, so your ears get the feelings of it, you get accustomed with it, and then we move on to our tapasyā of 108 times of Mahamrityunjaya mantra. So the mantra goes like this: Om Triambakai Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiya Mamritat. Om Triambakam. When we will pronounce it, it will become Triambakai, because the following letter is Ya. So it will be Triambakai, but the word is Triambakam. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiya Mamritat. One more time. Om Triambakai Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiya Mamritat. Now, in Maharshi Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, chapter 1, Samadhi Padaha, Maharshi Patanjali says in 28th sutra, if I am not mistaken. Right after the sutra, Tasya Vachakaha Pranavaha, the way to address him, Ishvara, is Pranavaha, the Om sound. He mentions Tad Japas Tadartha Bhavanam, means the chanting of that, the repetition, the japa of that, knowing its meaning, contemplating on its meaning, should be performed within parenthesis. So when we chant, when we are muttering something as japa mantra, we should at least know what we are saying so we can connect better. You don't need to know the mantra to chant the mantra, but the idea is once we know the meaning of the mantra, it will allow us to better connect with what we are invoking. So, suppose you are inviting somebody in your home. It's okay if there is a guest that you do not know and they have arrived, and you have been given the task to host that guest. You being like you following the principle of atithi devo bhava, means the atithi, the guests are like our god. You can do the task, of course we will do it. But imagine if you knew that whoever you are invoking, they are your friend, your best friend, or some of your relatives who you connect very well. So if you know them, if you know who is coming, you probably would be at a different dimension of your energy, so that whatever you do to welcome that guest will be in a whole different energetic level. So that's why when we chant a mantra, if we know the mantra, who we are calling out for, who or what even we are saying, then we will just better be at it, because the purpose of this uttering will have a different dimension of vibrations, because you will then say it with all heart and soul, because you know what you are chanting for, whether you even align with what you are saying, right? So the meaning of this Mahamrityunjaya mantra is, we pay obeisances, yajamahe. We pay obeisances to that three-eyed Lord, Triambakam. Triambakam, to that three-eyed Lord. Who is that three-eyed Lord? As we know, Shiva, two eyes, and then in this third eye center, he has his third eye, right? Who is the all fragrant and who nourishes and enables growth of this existence, of this cosmos. In fact, Shiva is the energy of dissolution, transformation, and oftentimes one might misunderstand by destruction or dissolution as something negative. But think about this. Suppose you want to take in good stuff in your favorite cup, say your favorite drink, whatever it is, maybe your herbal tea, maybe your coffee, chai, whatever it is. Suppose you want to fill that cup with that favorite drink, but if it is already full, how will it take up that favorite thing that you want? Whatever it is full with, it has to first empty the cup. You have to first empty the cup, then only you can bring in, you can fill it with um, whatever you want, right? So similarly, when a new thing, a new beginning, something needs to form that is new, afresh, you need to destroy whatever has not been serving you in the past. So when we transform ourselves, means we put all that has not been working for us to compost, right? So that's the destruction we are talking about. It's to transform, rather. So a better way to put it will be the energy of transformation, the pitta energy. The what does fire do? Shiva is all about energy of fire, right? What does fire do? It transforms, it metabolizes things that are raw, that are uncooked, that are not ripe. It transforms it to something which is useful. Suppose there is a vegetable sitting in front of us and it is not cooked. You can eat raw vegetable for sure, but your internal Agni, the Jaఠaragni, will still cook it, means will digest it, metabolize it, will break it down into smaller fragments, which are actually absorbable by the body, isn't it? So energy of fire is the energy of transformation, which is you need to destroy whatever is in its original form to make it, to transform it to a usable form. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So this energy, why did we choose Mahamrityunjaya mantra for our new year japa meditation, is because we want to make sure whatever there has been in the year 2020-24 or before then, whatever there has been that we have been accumulating and we have been carrying as a baggage. I chose the word baggage because that's exactly what it is. Knowingly or unknowingly, we need to put it to flames by the energy of fire. We need to burn it to ashes before we can start with a new, fresh energy. So that's why I thought it will be a fantastic way to begin our new year with this austere practice, sincere practice of. We always do the resolution things. Unfortunately, it doesn't last very long after the January first week, maybe second week, maybe third week or fourth week. So here the resolution is just consciously invoking the energy of transformation, which is Lord Shiva. And in this case, if you see the full mantra meaning, let me continue. We pay obeisances to that three eyed Lord who is the all fragrant and who nourishes and enables growth of this existence by destroying whatever is rubbish, whatever does not work. We pray that, what are we praying? First, we mentioned who we are calling out, ripe cucumber. Now, urvarukam in Sanskrit, oftentimes it is translated as cucumber, or it can be any vegetable in the category of squash, you can think. But it, the idea is this: just like a ripe cucumber severs its ties with its stem effortlessly. When the cucumber is ripe, nobody has to tell it. Mother Nature decides when is the right time for a cucumber to sever its tie with the stem and it falls on the ground automatically. Similarly, may we be liberated. We means the mortal beings. May we be liberated from death, meaning the cycles of life and death, and not from immortality. Because we are all Amritasya Putraha. We are all Amritasya Putraha. As mentioned in the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, I mentioned in the 25th December, I put a quote from the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, second chapter, which talks about that all, each one of us are Amritasya Putraha. We are the children of the immortals, right? So may we be liberated from the cycle of birth and death and not from immortality, because we are born immortal. Our true identity is born immortal. That's another live session when we talk about the nature of our true self, the nature of our self. When Bhagavan Sri Krishna explains this in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, in verses 19, 18, 19 to until 30, 31. Okay. So this is the mantra meaning, Mahamrityunjaya mantra. For those of you who are joining in um, recently, the mantra lyrics goes like this: Om Triambakai Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. We pay obeisances to that three eyed Lord, who is the all fragrant and who nourishes and enables growth of this existence. We pray that, just like a ripe cucumber severs its ties from its stem effortlessly, may we also be liberated from death, meaning the cycles of birth and death, not from immortality. That's the meaning of the mantra. Mahamrityunjaya mantra. The source of this mantra is Rgveda, once again, 7th mandala, 59th suktam, 12th mantra. Now we begin 108 times. 108 times of Japa meditation of Mahamrityunjaya mantra. You don't have to keep count. You just allow yourself, you just enjoy this session as an offering to you, as a sound bath experience, as an offering to you, as a sound bath experience. You can just dedicate your time and intention for the next 20-25 minutes or so, 30 minutes, maybe less than that. You dedicate your whole being in the very first day of the year to show some sort of resilience, some sort of discipline, which will guide us through the rest of the year. Okay, we are setting the tone of the year by this tapasyā, or austere practice, and the mode of this austere practice that we chose is the japa meditation. So I will first, as I promised, I will first chant the mantra couple of times with the intonations. Then I will move on to the repetition of 108 times without a break. So the mantra in slow tempo goes like this. Om त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात्. Another two times slowly. Om त्र्यंबकं यजामनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात्. So I will chant it one more time. Give me just 30. So it's all set. So it's all set. I'm glad that, you know, whatever happens for the good. I'm glad that this notification came to me that your data might exist. So I recharged it. We should be all fine. So I come back to our discussion that you don't have to keep the count. I will keep the count, and it will be, the mantra goes like this. Om त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात्. ॐ त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात्. I will chant it one more time, maybe a little slower, then we move on to the 108 repetitions. Om त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात्. Okay, now get ready wherever you are. Let's try to make sure that we complete this. We complete this yajna of japa. We complete this sacrificial ceremony of japa meditation of Mahamrityunjaya mantra 108 times to mark our new year with a note, with a positive note, positive intent, with resilience, with discipline, with determination. You can keep your right palm over the left, like this, both facing the ceiling at the center of your lap. Again, keeping your shoulders and your belly relaxed and your spine erect. Your spine erect, head, neck, your head, neck, and your spine in one line, right? Erect. Slightly tuck your chin towards the chest. Focus on your breathing. If you know the mantra, you can chant along with me, or just listen to the sacred sound vibrations. We begin 108 times Japa meditation of Mahamrityunjaya mantra, invoking the energy of Lord Shiva, Mahadev. Beginning now. Om Tyambakay yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiv bandhanan mriत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात् 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 Om त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात् ॐ 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 त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात्। 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 ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात् 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 ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात्। 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 ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात्। 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 ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षेयमामृतात्। 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 ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्. Last 12 times. So really be present here. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्. Last 3 times. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षे यमामृतात्. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityormukshe yamamritaat. Last time of this 108 times. Om Triambakai yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityormukshe yamamritaat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thus, we concluded 108 times of Japa meditation of Mahamrityunjaya mantra from the Rgveda. At the end, we chanted the Shanti mantra, or just chanting Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May we be given peace, may we have peace, bestowed upon peace from these three kinds of obstacles. Adhatmic obstacles means obstacles related to body mind. Adhidaivik obstacles, which are obstacles from the divine causes like earthquake, like flood, like volcanic eruption, like tornado, cyclone, which we don't know the cause of. Adhidaivika cause obstacles. May we have peace from obstacles arising from living beings, bhutas and spirits. Bhutas, living beings, means a living being creating harm on another living being, like animals harming humans, or vice versa, or humans harming humans, like that. All sorts of obstacles, whichever are arising in this from these three sources, may we have peace from all of these three sources of sufferings. There is a video, live video I did on just this topic of three sources of sufferings and seeking peace from those. I will post a link of that video in the description of this live session later on. So with that, I once again wish each one of you a wonderful, a very, very auspicious and prosperous, enriching and meaningful, purposeful beginning of this new year 2025. With that blessings, with that prayers, with that wishes, I would like to sign off now from live here from the city of Varanasi, the Moksha Nagari, or the city of liberation, and with the blessings of Bhagavan Shri Shri Kashi Vishwanath Ji, one of the 12 Jyotirlingams. I would like to share all the auspicious wishes at the feet of Mahadev. Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Mahadev. Namah Parvati Pataye. Har Har Mahadev. Hari Om Tat Sat.